Hi, everybody. Welcome to recap week 3 of getting my CDL. It's Friday, the March 29th, I think, 2024. Today is the final day of week 3. I'm on my way to class now. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Doing the recap now. Friday's usually an easy night. It's just pre-trip stuff, so things are going pretty good. Every time I go out, I get better at some things. I learn some new things, and I regress a little bit on other things. Part of the learning process. I mean, I'm an old man teaching old dogs new tricks, but still need to work on my double clutching. Left leg has that memory of putting the clutch to the floor. Right leg has the memory of putting the gas pedal to the floor and trying to keep this thing centered. I don't really care for how it sits on there. I don't know if I can move it. Maybe. Hold on just a second. Okay. One of these days I'll have to get a decent mount. So let's see here. Let's pay attention to what's going on here for a second. And yeah, need to work on my double clutching, and then the right hand turns. Pulling the trailers. We use a 48-foot flatbed. I think it's I don't remember if it's 43 or 45-foot tanker, and then it's about a 40-foot dry bulk tanker. That one's pretty easy to drive around comparatively. Really easy on the backing because it reacts pretty quick. Flatbed, that one's a little bit more difficult on the backing, especially like an alley dock backing into the parking spot, but need to know it all. So on Monday, we did backing, offset and the alley, did some driving. That was with Jeff, and didn't do too bad. Again, that was the first attempt at alley dock, and it went okay. Let's see. I take that back. That was Saturday. Saturday we did that, the 23rd. And then had Mark on Tuesday. He did the backing, did a bunch of driving around, drove around for 4 hours, all 4 hours Monday night. My downshifting was awful, and for the test on the CDL to not get the automatic restriction, you have to double clutch, and you cannot coast up to a light. You have to have the truck under control at all times. So it takes some getting used to and figuring out your downshift points and that. Then Wednesday I was with Oscar. We took the flatbed and did some backing, right turns. Was better on the downshifting. We called it a little early. The backing range. I spent a lot of time watching the other driver, Alex, as he was doing, so I could kind of get an idea. I was in the flatbed. He was in the dry bulk with another instructor, and they were out there, and he wanted his instructor wanted him to try it with the flatbed. So I watched and listened and talked to the other instructor. they got done and we were going to leave, and headlight went out. It's a commercial vehicle. It's not really good to be driving around with a headlight out, so we called it early that night, about 8 o'clock, so still got in 3 hours. Thursday, right? No, Wednesday. I'm getting my days all confused. We were with Mark, both of us. We did in-cab and brake tests for the pre-trip, and went out and doing a bunch of right turns. Alex was really tired. Mark was kind of tired. I was tired. So we called it early again, about 7:45. And then last night, Thursday night, we took the tanker with Oscar out to the backing range. I drove. Alex does not have his tanker endorsement, but once we got out to the practice range, we both took turns on the backing. I was really happy with how it went. I got the alley dock. Wasn't perfect, but I got it. And then I drove back. We got back a little after 9, so it was actually a little bit long that day, but that's fine. Ended up taking today off work. I had a feeling it was going to be a long day, and yeah, working, getting up at 5 every morning, and then getting home 9:30, quarter to 10, and then got to sit down and just kind of relax a little bit, because it's still a little tense driving around. It's not so bad on the way back. Around 8:30, 9 o'clock, traffic has really lightened up, but when we're heading out there, yeah, everybody's getting off work, and that's usually where I start messing up. I get a little tense, and once I make a mistake, it irritates me, and I mess up more, and so I got to force myself to calm down, slow down, think about what I'm doing, because when you're not used to it, you really have to think about that shifting. But again, one of the reasons I chose going to the community college was they taught and test with the manual transmission, so I do not have that restriction where I have to drive an automatic. Just want to make sure whatever opportunity presents itself, I'm ready for it. So, yeah, definitely improving. Like I said, we're doing pre-trip tonight. Need to work on that. I'm getting better at it. Kind of been making Dad help me. He basically sits there, and while I go through the pre-trip, and then I made up a list of everything that needs to be said and checked, so he can mark it off when I miss stuff. But yeah, Oscar last night saying that if things go well tomorrow, depending on the weather, we got to go to Laramie, take an empty trailer up there. We're going to uncouple that, couple to a trailer that has, I think they said 30,000 pounds of tires in it, and we're going to drive that back over the summit. So doing mountain driving with loaded and unloaded trailers, and then just make that loop up and down the mountain. And my turn signal bulb, when I got to have a problem with the wiring, I checked the bulb's good. So I guess I know what I'll be doing Sunday. But yeah, I've seen 2 different weather forecasts. One was calling for winter storm warning, 5 to 8 inches over the summit, and the other one saying maybe some rain. So won't know until tomorrow what we're doing. But yeah, so it's going good. But he said depending on how things go Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, basically do some practice tests, and he's going to recommend that I test on Thursday. We'll see. We'll see how comfortable I am with it, and because if necessary, I can put it off, go longer. I want to get it done, because this is again, full-time job plus 4 hours right after work, and then 8 hours on Saturday, and then trying to get everything I need to do done on Sunday. Yeah, I'm tired, but in the end, it'll be worth it. So that's how week 3's gone. Definitely progressing, and we will check back in, and either at the end of week 4, or if I'm going to test, and we'll see how that goes. So we'll see you then. All right, just a quick update. I just got out of class. I was there for an hour and a half. I did a full truck pre-trip. The way they have the pre-trip set up here for the class is there are 5 sections that everybody has to do. Number 1 is the approach. You look at the front of the truck, leans, check the lights, no leaks, make sure the license plate's there. Then you would do, good grief, I swear these people know how to perfectly space themselves so you cannot pull out of here. There are, let's see, so the 5 that are required of everybody, and I just lost my pen. The approach, coupling, which is your hitch, the light test, where you tell the tester where to go and to check every one of the lights on the truck and trailer. The in-cab light test happens, you get in, you do the light test, then you go to your in-cab where you're checking your gauges and safety equipment, horn, all that kind of stuff. And then the air brake test. Air brake test is very critical. If you miss one little thing on the air brake test, you fail the entire, it is an automatic failure. Come back tomorrow, try again. It is the shortest part of the test, but it is really the most important part of the test. Those are the 5 things: the approach, coupling, light test, in-cab brake test. Then you will get one of 3 sections of the truck you need to inspect: the engine compartment, the side of the tractor, which also includes the back of the tractor, checking the lights back there, making sure they're properly mounted and secured. They say properly mounted and secured about 152,000 times during the pre-trip. But yeah, the engine, the side of the cab, or the trailer, you'll get one of those 3. What I did tonight was I started at the front and I went all the way through the truck. I did miss some stuff. I got about 90%. 80% is passing. So kind of happy, but not happy because I wasn't perfect. I did get the air brake test perfect, so there was that. There were a few things that I missed here and there. And this thing bounces around. On my way home now, because I just had to do that, and then I could leave. The other student, Alex, he's doing his right now. And then the other 2 new students that just started this week, I'm not sure how much he's going to have them do. He may just, after Alex does his, good grief, see if they have any questions or that, because they are just getting started at it. Both of them, one of them has experience with pre-trips. He has a Class B license. The other one has driven semis before. He has not had a CDL, so basically is getting the CDL so he can drive the trucks out on the road. So they should get through the course pretty quick, I would think. But yeah, a 95 or 90%, give or take. Pretty happy. Again, I still got some studying to do. I'm going to run through the pre-trip with Dad tomorrow. I made up a list of everything I need to check and how, because everything you check, you have to say what it is, you know, that it's in good shape, what you're looking for, and if there is any issues with it. I need to watch my speed here. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy. But I just wanted to, since it went so well, add that on to the end of this video here. And yeah, starting tomorrow is the start of week 4, and depending on the weather, we would, like I said, I think I said before in the other earlier in the video, depending on the weather, trip over to Laramie, over the summit, mountain driving. So we'll let you know how that turns out. We'll see you next time. And by the way, if you're watching this and you're liking what you see, click on the like, subscribe, you know, let your friends know. If you are thinking about getting your CDL, LCCC here in Cheyenne, it's really great instructors, and I mean they do a great job, so I highly recommend it. So, see you next time.